on. That makes sense. That's why you motherfuckers are at my show. I mean, there's nothing else to do. What are you going to listen to 80s tunes? I mean, shit, I'd rather listen to me than 80s tunes. Frankly, I'd like to forget the 80s just about as badly as I'd like to forget the 70s. Not a great time for America. I mean, yeah, a couple of good things, but for the most part, not. You know, breakdancing, you know, Cyndi Lauper, Adam Ant, the 70s, the clothing. I'm not even going to talk about the music. I'm not going to talk about the dumbass TV shows. Just look at the fucking clothing. All right, I got 2 words for you. Leisure suit. There's where we went wrong, America. We were doing fine. 40s, 50s, 60s, 20s was a classy era. Yeah, we hit the Depression and got rather animalistic, but we bounced back in the 30s. 40s, 50s, 60s, we were pretty badass. We had tight suits, skinny ties, and shiny shoes. And then the 70s came. The 70s came. You can blame the drugs, but what if it wasn't the drugs? What if it was the natural evolution of a culture to go from something that looked nice and tight to something fucking stupid? 70s is where we took our turn. That's where we took our turn down a road that leads into the ghetto of human life, and we're going to get mugged and have our wallets stolen, and we're going to wake up with half our hair missing and our shoes hanging over a power line, and we're going to say to ourselves, why didn't we turn differently out of the 60s? But we didn't. We didn't. We turned right down 70s lane. We went right down that 70s show highway. That's where we went. The virtual jukebox request shows are more about people chatting and having fun than content. Okay, well, Barco, that's the hard thing. See, I hate doing this to you guys. These shows that I haven't prepared for, I feel like I'm letting you down, because if I took an hour, I could really put something together that you'd enjoy. I mean, this off-the-cuff shit, I never feel like it's good enough. And honestly, it's not. I mean, if you compare this show to top quality radio shows, you see the difference quickly. And the only people that really move fast enough to keep me interested in a show are Apocalypse, Guy Shea, and RD, because I like his accent. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Fucking lighters. They give you free lighters now. I mean, you didn't see that one coming, did you? You know, back in my day, you could get a pack of cigarettes for $1.50. Yeah, well, you could also get 3 hot dogs for $1. So, you know, it's all about priorities. What I want to know is when labia injections are going to become mainstream. Anybody got a guess on that one? Well, I mean, ladies are fattening their lips, right? They're fattening their asses. Look, this is not hard to project, folks. The labia are about to get inflated. And the question has to be, what are they going to use? What will they use? Will we get to a point where fat is taken from the ass or the hips and put into, I say labia. I read in the dictionary that it's pronounced labia. Now, if you people want to say labia, fine. We'll say labia. I'll say labia because it sounds like something you'd look at in a lab in Iowa, and that's easy to remember, labia. Let's see what's going on. Botox for meat curtains. We have low standards. It's either this or raping Guy Shea's corpse Crisco'd ass. See, Desert Rose is going, what the fuck is Barco talking about? But he's actually making sense. We talked about this in an earlier show, Desert Rose. Terrible stuff. Didn't mean to get into it, but Guy mentioned something about suicide, and the next thing you know, we're talking necrophilia. It was a natural progression for that particular conversation, one that we took in light humor, but also with a degree of dread. Because you have to imagine these things when you say them, even if you're joking. I was terrified at what Barco said, because I said, Barco, would you actually do a corpse? And he said, how can I put this? I said that a pulse was underrated, and that I would throw up if I were ever in that situation. And he said a hairdryer. A hairdryer. Because Barco's a man of simple means and also a means to an end. He's very intelligent, but as everybody knows who develops intelligent systems, the simplest answer is often the best one. Hairdryer. You know, heat the body up. I don't know. I mean, there's sick people in the world. Let's talk about them. I mean, you know, if you don't want to deal with that reality, this isn't the show for you. I like talking about everybody, the good people, the bad people. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone in America, everyone in the world who celebrates Christmas, a fake holiday developed after a possibly fake deity. I salute you for staying loyal to that. I enjoy the holiday myself. I enjoy the greenery. I enjoy the music. I enjoy the lights. I'm a sucker for colored lights. I enjoy the ornaments on the tree and the excitement of gift giving and the general sense that humanity may actually survive another year because of this certain giving attitude that seems to emanate from the populace around this time of year. Yet I'm reminded as I skip one tab over in Google Chrome to my news tab that we're fucked. We're super fucked. You've heard of super PACs. We're super fucked. And I don't want to take time to remind you of that during this show, being so close to the holiday, but keep it in the back of your mind. It'll make you appreciate the holiday a little more. KK, you still haven't told us what the fight you and your fiance was over. We never fight, man. It's labia. Okay, Moxie says it's not labia, it's labia. I always thought it was labia too, but I read in the dictionary that it was pronounced labia. So, okay, I'll say labia, because labia has lay in it, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, honey. No, mean. No, I'm just messing with you. I don't want to chase off the only 2 girls that have bothered to come to my show in 6 months, so I don't want to be too offensive here. In fact, let's get away from necrophilia as well, and even bad news. Let's talk about good stuff, guys. What are you looking forward to this holiday season? Got family coming to visit? Do you have a big gift you're getting for your niece? What's exciting to you this holiday? Is it a show that's coming on TV? Are you going to treat yourself to a new pair of shoes? What is it this holiday that's got you smiling, that didn't have you smiling last holiday? And if you'll kindly imagine the Jeopardy theme song playing right now, I'll wait for your answers in the chat room. Genocide. See, Guy, I could have sworn. Guy, if somebody said, Kevin, you can make $100 right now, and all you have to do is bet $1. Tell me what Guy's going to answer. I would have said probably genocide. Either genocide, bloodletting, or just basic ethnic cleansing. Something along those lines, he'll say. Technically, Cicero should be pronounced Kikero, but only douchebags who say Kabul for Kabul and Mr. Qatar for Qatar go around talking that way. Okay. So you're saying Kabul is Kabul, and I know that Qatar, actually Qatar, the country is supposed to be pronounced Qatar from what I've heard, not Qatar or Cater. Pronunciation, it's a flexible, flimsy thing. How do we call in, Kevin? I don't have my stuff up right now, Moxie, but I'm afraid of what you'd say anyway. I got a feeling I'd be bitch smacked. Of course, you might be wanting to talk about the things that are making you happy this holiday season. The reason is I got a new computer, which I did in part due to Barco's donation. Thank you, Barco. And now I can bring you a higher quality product, but I don't have it. I had it started, let me explain this very quickly because I don't want to bore you. I got a new computer, set it up, had everything started, then I reformatted again. So I'm back to, not square one, but like square 3. So I don't have all that set up right now. No, I don't have Skype or anything set up. I don't have Google Voice, none of that even installed right now. So, but I'll get it going because calls, we used to have a lot of fun with calls on this show, and I've been sick and I've been out of it, and I've been not feeling that radio bug biting me lately. Got to give some credit to Guy Shea for getting me fired up. If you guys listen to Guy Shea's show, what you get is you get speed of thought and speed of delivery. And if a show goes too slowly, I can't hang. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Some of you already know what I'm talking about, but if it doesn't make sense to you, just imagine that you're listening to your favorite song and it's been slowed down to half its speed. I can't. Could you do that? I couldn't do that. No, it's got to stay moving for me. It's got to try to keep up with my brain. I want my brain bounced around with the change in direction and the shifts, and that's what I tried to deliver to you as well. Very hard to do off the cuff. Very hard to do. If I took some time to rehearse this stuff, I could keep you guys flipping the whole time. But generally, it's always going to return to discussions of labia. Labia, feces, corpses, death, destruction, chaos, war, bloodletting, as we said earlier, ethnic cleansing, always a popular item, and the shooting of innocent police officers, if such a thing exists. All in all, it comes back to the futility of the human creature trying to be something greater than he is. And we're just animals. Unseen, Kev, unseen. You don't have to install. RD, you're right, man. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, RD. If Unseen works, that's going to be my go-to program for calls on this show when I get it set up. Because you have pushed it so hard and so relentlessly with the salesmanship demeanor of that only a man from the Netherlands could have, that I have no choice but to say yes. Now, for the rest of you, I don't want to get into anything depressing right now, so I'll keep this very short. But even being only 42 years old, I think I have an enlarged prostate. I think instead of the size of, say, a pomegranate, it's more like the size of a half of a pizza, depending on how you would put that into a volume. So I gotta pee. I mean, I do. It's that simple. This is real shit, man. You don't come on this show and not get real. I gotta pee. And I can't pee while I'm doing a radio show, which means I'm gonna have to play a song. And I'm not to the point yet in my radio show career where I'm willing to play the illegal stuff. I don't want them canceling my shit because I might want to do this for a long time. So I've got to play you this cheap-ass dumb shit that I get from wherever. And this happens to be something from CC Mixter. So let me give you this, because here's a song that's kind of making fun of white guys, but also not. Can you work with me on that? Use your imagination. Work with me on that, and I'll try to, when we come back, I will attempt to bring in an object from outside, which is about, 35 degrees out there right now. And I will attempt to slap it with my scrotum and see if you can guess what that object is. That is that. And here goes this.
Is now flowing from iHeartRadio. Get your Kierstead fix by Googling Truth on Tap with Kevin A. Kierstead. All the truth you can handle running hot on iHeart, Facebook, Spreaker, and more. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth on Tap.
It's about time for me to rhyme like a rapper. Maybe even start to walk and talk like a rapper. I wear gold chains that are fat like a rapper as I walk down the block looking dapper like a rapper. Like a what? Think it's about time for me to act like a rapper. We're gonna need some really big beats for this rapper. Subwoofers in the trunk of a Jeep like a rapper, so we can make the whole block rattle like a rapper. Like a what? When I smile, gold teeth like a rapper. I walk around looking for beef like a rapper. Sitting on the hood of a car like a rapper, with a girl in each arm in bikinis like a rapper. I wear a baseball cap like a rapper, then I'll tilt it to the side like that like a rapper. I will make hand gestures like a rapper, not like a joke or a jester, but like a rapper. Like a what? Man, I hope you understand this. When I flip my lips like a rapper, I've got the gift. When my words Words turn and twist like a rapper. Tongue tangle or mangle other rappers like a rapper. You'll see me out there in the streets like a rapper, with my sunglasses low while I creep like a rapper. I'm living free like a rapper, making G's like a rapper, getting paid like a rapper, smell like weed like a what?